Hello there.
I'm Robert.
And I'm Vanessa.
And we are late to the party, really late to the party for one of us.
Yes, as you've seen, I've never seen The Thing. Honestly, the only two John Carpenter movies that I've seen is Halloween and Big Trouble in Little China, which I absolutely love. Big Trouble in Little China. That was like my jam when I was little. I would watch that all the time. So, yeah, I think it's time for me to venture out into more John Carpenter. And what better way for with Halloween and all that stuff to start with The Thing.
Yeah, as we are filming this, it is October 2022. So yeah, we are late to the party, and that's because we haven't seen a lot of movies, especially when it comes to the realm of horror. Now, I have seen The Thing decades ago, and I think I've only seen it one time. So this is going to be more of a heavy refresher for me. And we both have seen the sequel prequel that came out in 2011, I believe it was. And The Thing itself, if you don't know, is a reimagining from two original things. Not things, but two original items of multimedia. The novella was released in 1938, and then there was a movie in 1951, The Thing from Another World, which I have seen.
We also have a thing here in Arizona.
Oh, that's
when you're
a
driving.
Thing. That's a completely different thing.
That's a completely different thing, but it's just so funny when we're driving on the freeway, like, check out The Thing.
Sure. But here is a completely different thing. It is a staple of horror. It's survival horror, and it's John Carpenter. It is one of his classics. And what better way to get into the spooky season than by going through a reaction with you guys for one of his classics.
Yeah.
So, and it's Kurt Russell, man.
I know.
And you got to do They Live as well, and Keith David also in this.
They Live
and They Live.
Is it The Mist? No. What is that called? Mist? The Mist?
Oh, you've seen The Mist, which is...
Is that John Carpenter?
That's Stephen King. You're thinking of The Fog.
The Fog.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's the other.
I was like, wait a minute. Didn't he do one that had like a fog thing?
We'll watch The Fog as well.
Okay.
But guys, if you want to check out the full movie, watch along, sync it up on your own. I believe right now, as of filming this, it's on Peacock. So you can watch along with us on our Patreon.
And if you've not subscribed, click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when we're dropping these. We have some other movies that we want to do for October, so be out the lookout for those.
Definitely. But let's get into 1982's The Thing now.
Spaceship. So from outer space?
It is from outer space.
Jeez.
Amazing.
Just that intro right there.
I know, right? It's an amazing title reveal. It's almost like it's burning but breaking through.
Yeah.
Get familiar with this music right here.
Okay. Is it telling us that danger's coming with the music?
Danger is coming. Look at that icy landscape.
Ah, little puppas. Oh.
Yeah. That puppy's
He's looking so much, having so much fun. No! Kind of missed there, buddy.
It's a helicopter and a moving object. Station 4.
There he is.
I know.
Chess wizard.
Gotta pass
That's wizard chess.
That's
chess wizard. Is he playing against like the computer?
Yeah.
Checkmate. Checkmate.
Bitch.
Okay.
It's very Kurt Russell. Or
That's
Jack
funny,
Burton,
though.
or any one of his characters. Very
Right.
Captain Ron. So close, he didn't know where to go.
I know. Like in real life, the puppet is like, what's going on?
Yeah, you're just scaring him with a helicopter. Must be so bright out there with the sun and the ice.
Yeah,
and the weights just kicking it back up.
The reflection.
Said Norge or something on the side.
It's Norwegian.
So they're not even a part of that group?
Nope. Pull out the big guns.
Oh.
Not even close.
I know.
Which is good for the dog.
Yeah.
For filming. Like, help me.
What are you doing? No, no, no. Oh!
Dumbass. Slipped in the snow.
Butterfingers.
Look at that poppers. Ooh.
Ah, good.
That was a good headshot reaction, though.
One last for good measure. Yeah, drink some
That's
and
what
then
I'd be
pour
doing.
some on the wound.
Put some ice on it. Seems a little light for as big as the helicopter was.
I know. But at the same time, it blew up, so I'm sure there may be debris. Woo! Went elsewhere.
That's true. Blew it apart.
Yeah.
First goddamn week of winter.
What were they doing flying that low? Shooting at a dog.
Do you remember the ending of the 2011 The Thing at all? I know we saw it the one time in theaters.
Not really. To be fair. Should I?
That movie ended with them chasing the dog from their camp.
I don't
With that
remember there
helicopter.
being a dog.
Exactly. That's probably for the best.
Okay.
For the best.
I honestly
They tried to
don't
connect
remember.
it with this movie
Uh-huh.
as a prequel leading directly into this one, but yeah, that one didn't do as well. Partly because it was all heavy on the CG effects. You're going to get a big taste of practicality in this movie.
Oh. Right in the eye.
5 minutes is enough to put a man over down here. I mean, look at Palmer. He been the way he is since the first day.
I love TK Carter.
An hour there, an hour back.
That ain't short. An hour back, an hour there. A lot can happen in an hour.
It's true.
McCready! Hank, get your gear on!
At least the puppet is safe.
Yes, at least the puppers is safe. Ennio Morricone really knows how to set the mood.
You're so precious.
Quite.
Very superstitious. Maybe just a little stitious.
Crap down. I'm trying to get some sleep.
Beautiful dog.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, yes, come on in.
I know, right? Me too.
This is the setting for the 2011 thing. So you could watch that one as a refresher to kind of show you what took place right before.
I know, I have to watch it again.
Joel Edgerton, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, like,
I
not
remember
bad.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead in it.
sure.
That's pretty much it.
Which is,
I mean, and then of course like the creature, but
it's
yeah.
perfect for this. Like, going into this. Because really, you don't need the other movie to know.
The creature escaped with a dog, didn't it? Oh, God.
Frozen.
Was that prequel one? Like, were they supposed to be
It
Norwegian?
was a Norwegian base, and there was Americans that were on the Norwegian base. Now, granted, I've only seen it the one time, too, that you and I went
Right.
when it first came out.
This music is bone chilling. Like nails on a chalkboard type of bone chilling.
It makes you feel uneasy.
Yeah.
That was something about the 80s and the 70s, late 70s movies, like horror movies, did a real good job with that.
Is that a man in there or something?
Did you guys bring me treats?
At least they made it back to camp, all right.
Yep.
Oof.
We found this.
Ugh. Ugh. God damn, the practicality on that.
Someone got a stew going?
God. Oof.
Blair, I'd like you to start an autopsy right away.
Where would he even begin?
I know. It still looks gooey.
It's very gooey. The shift in focus. I just want to pat the poppers.
I know.
Did you reach anybody yet?
Looks like the McRib. I'm hungry.
Normal set of internal organs. Heart, kidneys, liver. Seem to be normal.
And it's got diabetes. That's Wilford Brimley.
That's Wilford Brimley?
A young Wilford Brimley, yes.
Huh.
Mr. Diabetes himself. Cocoon, Postmaster General from Seinfeld.
I know how this one ends.
That's what sucks, too. Yeah, you don't got television, so you're just playing it all back, which is how we grew up anyways. Look at that doobie. Did it, like, scare you?
Wait, they got other dogs?
It's snow dogs, sled dogs.
Oh, that makes sense, I guess. No, but like if this dog is carrying the thing. No!
You ever see My Girl? That guy who just brought the dog in, that's her uncle. That's Dan Aykroyd's brother. You can't see without his glasses on. They know.
Oh my god! Not the puppers!
Yep. Gotta get
Yeah,
out.
come on. Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, the sound design is insane in this too.
No, thank you! Woo! Oh, the poor dog!
I know. Yep. Better move your ass. Funny how he didn't even need to be in there to know it was something very bad was happening.
Mac wants the flamethrower. Mac wants the what? That's what he said. Now move. Damn it.
It's a big deal.
Is that Keith David?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What the fuck?
There's just so many variations to it that you could look at that something's happening.
Oh no!
Got to!
You gotta save, like, they're already suffering. You gotta put them out of their misery. Well then.
It's like the tentacles. That's what just sells it for me.
Yeah, no.
This still looks good. Everything I'm looking at, it still looks good.
Oh my god.
A for effort on the effects. And it's the longer shots. It's that they're functional. Like they transform and then something else happens. Like there's a lot of effort that goes into the crafting of these special effects.
Is that the thing that they just torched?
Yeah, I assume.
Oh my god.
Yeah. They're like, Wilford Brimley, we just wanted to reach in there, pull it apart, just kind of look at it, but react to it. The sound effects will do the rest.
Okay.
It's imitation. We got to it before it had time to finish.
It uses you to build another you as you.
Are these doggies okay?
Are you saying to me the dog wasn't put in the kennel until last night?
Right.
I don't know. Something about the way he's talking. I'm like,
Could be shock. And what's cool is the footage is in black and white too, so it could kind of be a throwback to the old school 51 film.
Looks like something buried under the ice.
looks like the matte painting. Is that what they were called?
Yeah. Great way to shoot it. It's a big enough set to where you don't have to create it.
Yeah.
Practically. You know, CG, essentially, back in the day. And then just overlay it.
Right.
Nice touch with the sun hitting it.
I'd say the ice it's buried in is 100,000 years old, at least.
Damn.
It's been there a moment. It's like, you don't know what's out there. Preserved, ready to spring on us.
We could have stuff right now in the snow, in the ice.
Parasites.
Yeah. Viruses.
Sure.
But now I want my kitchen clean, all right? germ-free.
And you never would know. And here we go again.
It's disguising itself.
Of course. Among Us. It's honestly, it's Among Us. You don't know who is the killer.
75%.
It's high.
Oof, that is high. Everybody in quarantine now.
Look at that face. We're in a tough spot. He understands that.
Oh, jeez.
Be there in a minute, Doc.
The way he is right now, the way he looks right there, like, you could totally, like, Wyatt Russell. Like, for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's where he gets his looks right here in his
Sure,
eyes.
sure.
It's 40 below outside.
In the Thiacal. Please, Mac.
I mean, as safe as McCready is, you would figure he'd want to hear anybody out who has something to say at the moment.
That's going to win somebody the Nobel Prize.
That's what gets scientists into trouble in the movies like these.
That's true. It moved a little. I don't like that.
Didn't even change the shot.
Nope. Shoot.
It's been so long, I have no clue what's going to happen next. Like the details. I don't remember.
It could have imitated 1 million life forms on 1 million planets. It needs to be alone and in close proximity with the life form to be absorbed. They're not dead yet.
Yeah, you need to go warn everyone.
Get everyone together.
Yeah. Ah, shit.
So much for the Nobel Prize.
Yeah. You need to run. Oh, God. Nah.
It's Bennings. Bennings was right there, Mac. I swear to God it had a hold of him.
Just that fast.
Yeah, wow.
There's one of those things out there trying to imitate him, Gary.
McCready, I know Bennings. I've known him for 10 years. He's my friend.
Yeah, well, that's over.
I can't find Blair. Blair?
Did you just fuck up their helicopter? Damn it.
I'll kill him. Just leave it here.
He smashed up some of the chopper pretty good.
Nobody gets in and out of here.
Be careful.
Nobody.
And he's killed the rest of the dogs.
Wow. So is he infected?
Go around to the map room door. Talk to him.
And that's why he wants to keep them there? Great throwing.
All at once!
Great sound effects.
Beat him down. Yeah, if it works for Indiana Jones, it works for McCready.
Did that guy just go? That's what it looked like. Like he just fell over.
He did kind of just hop out of the way very quickly, slapstickily. Ah, you gotta burn them though.
Not very nice. Kill the puppos.
You run protection, Blair. I don't know who to trust.
Trust's a tough thing to come by these days.
Watch Clark.
What?
I said watch Clark.
I'd be like, which one's Clark?
That's honestly how I feel right now. I know Windows. I know McCready. Childs.
If I was an imitation, a perfect imitation, how would you know if it was really me?
Figure it out.
That's a good question.
We could take a sample of each person's blood. We could mix it with uncontaminated blood.
Kind of reminds me of like in The Faculty when they're trying to figure out who's infected or not, and they have to snort the salt.
Like cocaine.
Is it cocaine?
It's got like sodium.
It's like salt,
salt and sodium in it.
Somebody got to the blood.
Where's Clark?
Right here.
Could anybody have gotten it from you, Doc?
I don't see how. As soon as I'm finished, I return it right away.
When was the last time you used it?
A day or so ago, I guess.
You feel a little safer with your back against the wall.
I accusing everybody. Hey, no! Put that down. No.
Everyone should at least get one, because then if someone starts firing, you know they're bad.
I ain't going down for this.
Sure. It's a show of faith. Turn your gun over.
Who's in charge? I'll take it. Like hell you will.
Honestly, Child should have gotten one.
I know I'm human. And if you were all these things, then you'd just attack me right now. So some of you are still human. This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to. But it's vulnerable out in the open. If it takes us over, then it has no more enemies. Nobody left to kill it. And then it's won. We're gonna find out who's who.
Basically just set up the game.
God damn it.
Norris, you and Childs, shoot him up with morphine. Tie him down in the rec room and watch him.
Mac, I'm not a prisoner.
That's what sucks, though, is if you're not infected and they incapacitate you, you don't even have a chance to fight. So that's kind of messed up, drugging everybody.
Yeah.
I think it rips through your clothes when it takes you over. Nobody trusts anybody now. R.J. McCready, helicopter pilot, U.S. Outpost North 31.
If a small particle of this thing is enough to take over an entire organism, then everyone should prepare their own meals. And I suggest we only eat out of cans.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody should just be attached at the hip and like walk with each other. Or just one big buddy system.
Buddy!
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 Buddy! I would be losing
That would
my
suck.
mind.
Is it like...
Who's that?
Nope. It would suck. It's like one of those things where it's like, is it night for a while? Because they're on Antarctica. So like days and nights do not...
Match up.
Yeah.
I'll go with Child. Hey, fuck you, Palmer! I'm going with you! Who says I want you going with me? All right, cut the bullshit!
And everybody watch whoever you're with. Real close.
God damn. Ugh.
Can't trust anyone. You can't even trust your own protagonist of the movie. Because you don't know.
Yeah.
Blair, have you seen Fuchs?
I don't want to stay out here anymore. I want to come back inside.
I love how they're using the flare to light his face.
I'd like to come back inside. Now, you got my promise.
Yeah, he lost his mind for a moment. Temporary insanity.
Maybe he burned himself before it could get to him. You go inside. Tell the others we found Fuchs.
Where are we going?
Up to my shack, because when I left yesterday, I turned the lights off.
Damn.
We better start closing off the outside doors.
Uh-oh.
That's Paul. He's from Dante's Peak.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Yeah.
Falls off the bridge.
Yeah.
Close that door.
Wind must have dislodged it, but I don't think he saw me fighting it. I made sure I got ahead of him. I cut him loose.
McCready?
Shit.
Childs! What if we're wrong about him?
Why then we're wrong?
Supply window! There's that man, McCready!
Damn.
Anyone messes with me and the whole camp goes.
Where's the rest?
Shit.
Anybody touches me, here we go.
Oh, no. No. Oh, jeez.
Here!
Oh, my God! Oh, my God! I did not see that coming. Oh, God.
No. It's been a while since you gotten one.
Yeah, you know, burn that motherfucker now.
Oh, it's so gooey.
What does Mr. Clark say?
Yeah, gum.
Gum?
Yeah, it's bubble gum. It's adaptable.
Yeah, you need to take that head out right now. Does nobody see the head? Okay. Oh, God damn it. No. Oh, my God.
It's worse. Now it's a head crab. Upside down to boot.
Behind you. God damn it. Yeah, yeah. Come on. Turn around.
Fucking kidding.
Yeah, burn that shit.
So good how it crawled away, too.
Let's do what Max says. He wasted Norris pretty quick, didn't he?
That's close enough, Clark.
Dumb. Well, that sucks if he actually killed, like, just...
If he doesn't transform, yeah.
Well, for his conscience, he better hope he transforms.
Sure.
We're gonna find out who's the thing.
He said it.
He said it.
Beautiful shot.
What about you, McCree?
True.
You gotta do you, too. For a second, he's probably thinking, like, it could be in me, but I don't know.
It's true. What if that is the case, you know?
Now I'll show you what I already know.
There you go.
It's a crock of shit.
Oh, that was his? Okay.
Love that sound of it.
Now, Clark.
The clock was human.
Damn.
He came at him with a scalpel.
This is pure nonsense. Doesn't prove a thing.
We'll do you last.
Oh, shit.
What is it?
Damn it. No, oh, god damn it.
And they're tied to him.
And they're tied to him. Yeah, fuck that. You need to cut the motherfucker loose.
Ugh. Look at the manicness of it.
Shit. Blast him! Blast! Ah!
Like a rag doll. What about all the pieces? Gotta go collect them up.
I know. Well, now you gotta burn him too.
Yeah. I mean, I would have just dragged him out.
No,
Nah,
you don't
it's too
want to touch.
dangerous.
I
No,
was
you're
gonna
right.
say that
You're
is
right.
way too
Yeah,
dangerous.
you're right.
You
That
got
was way
burned
too dangerous.
it.
Yeah. I figured because he was still transforming, but
Yeah,
screw that.
No. You could still.
Back to it.
Oh, god damn it. All right, Charles.
I love how he's holding it now.
Yeah. Well, they already. We're like, okay.
But it just shows you're on the team once you pass.
Yeah.
Get me loose!
I know you gotta cut him
Cut
loose
me the
now.
hell-
You gotta
come on,
cut.
get
You
me
gotta
outta
cut him
here.
loose now.
Come
You
on,
gotta.
get me out of here!
Yeah, you gotta cut him loose now. Okay, yeah. You gotta learn from last time. You gotta cut him loose first.
I do like these cuts. And how we're building the team. It moves through it nicely. You're all friends.
I'd rather not spend the rest of this winter tied to this fucking couch!
Come on, let him loose.
Well, that sucks. Because
Yeah.
now he did kill somebody who was
Hey,
human.
self-defense. He came at him, and he was
Yeah.
already looking a little loopy. So, well, look what Dr. Blair did. He,
What
he
about-
went
isn't
a little
Blair
loopy, tried to
still-
kill him.
In the shed.
Yeah, Blair's still in the shed.
Let's say the door's open.
Mac, the door's open.
He gone. Not good.
Well, he built himself a noose in there. He could have killed himself at any time, but he didn't.
Building a ship?
I don't remember this at all.
Stole the parts from the helicopter.
Smart SOB, put it together piece by piece.
Well, how long has he had time to do that? It makes it seem like they've been in this situation for a long time. And he's been out there for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's still the same night.
Yeah. I don't know. Isn't that where Childs was?
Hey, you guys, come here. I think I saw Charles outside the main entrance of the camp.
That's not good.
Very fishy.
Yeah.
I'd say tests every half hour.
Huh.
6 hours, it'll be 100 below in here. Whether we make it or not, we can't let the thing freeze again. We're not getting out of here alive.
That's something you definitely do not want to hear.
No. But you gotta do everything you can to stop this son of a bitch. This thing.
Damn.
Getting rid of your own shelter, too.
Yeah.
Generator's gone. Any way we can fix it? It's gone, McCready.
Oh, boy.
We gotta bring this whole place right down into the ice. Planchers in the old storage room. Nall's down by the generator.
I feel like you need to go all together. Oh, jeez. Nope. God damn it! So did he have him the whole time?
Yeah. At some point. I mean, he was in there.
Jeez.
Just like formed into his face.
Yeah. Yeah, you better be careful. Better lock and load right now. Any weird sounds, I don't care. That's what I would be doing.
No sense running off into the darkness.
No. Yeah, yeah. Better lock and load. Yep. Yep. Woo! Yeah.
Aw, Mitch.
Well then. Alright, Cicada. Still got the dog DNA. Jesus.
Look at that freaking
Yeah, but
jump.
you lit like it's very long wick. Like you gotta cut that thing short somehow. Woo!
Yeah, I was gonna say something cool before you kill the monster. I'd have been like, ain't no thing, and then blown it up.
But like, I'm too fat for this shit.
Go next to one of the fires. No reason to be chilly.
Where were you, Charles? Thought I saw Blair. Got lost in the storm.
Convincing story, but I don't know.
How will we make it?
There you go.
Maybe we should.
What do we do?
Why don't we just wait here for a little while? See what happens.
Yeah.
So intense. Especially with the music. Damn. So we don't find out what happens to them?
It's quite a loaded ending. There's a lot of things you can think through, discuss, work on, theorize over. That's the cool thing about watching this movie again, is that there's certain things that I remember, specific moments, like for instance, doing the defibrillator, iconic. Okay, like, but when
wasn't expecting that.
Right, but when he put the needle down on the blood, I forgot which one it happened with, so it's a surprise. But there are certain things throughout the movie that you're watching to just kind of see the trajectory of how could this person have been it, or could this not have been it? There's even like a theory, and I think one of the cinematographers or something talked about it too, where there's like a glisten in the eye, like a reflection in the eye of those that are infected.
Mm-hmm.
But Carpenter has never like agreed with that, and it's one thing people run with. Some people say that in the end he swapped out the alcohol for gasoline, and when he gave it to him and he drank it and he didn't do anything, he knew it was him because he drank it. Like
I see, that's what I was thinking too. I thought like when he gave him the alcohol that there was something in the alcohol or something to like give him reassurance, like, okay, well, nothing happened to him, so
Sure.
maybe he is okay.
Yeah.
That he's human and not, this thing.
But there's also the idea that Childs, if he is the monster, has no reason to kill him yet. You're sitting
That's
with your
true,
foe
too.
and you're learning about your foe, and he doesn't have to kill him in that moment. It's over,
Yeah.
essentially. It's over. So he just has to wait him out. And if he
He
freezes,
still has the gun on his
Sure. Sure.
person. Granted, you need to burn it.
Yeah.
But I guess you could shoot the flamethrower tank. Maybe that'll do something.
Maybe, or whatever he's got. If he has a way to light the
I know
liquor,
it
the
looked like he
alcohol.
had some Molotov cocktails like in his pocket. I could be wrong though.
It's a good movie. What'd you think,
Yeah.
honestly, though?
It was good.
Right.
For it being in the 1982,
Yeah.
I feel like it does hold up very, very well when
Sure.
it comes to the practicality. Granted, yes, you could say like, oh, it's just like things are happening, and I'm sure you could probably update it with practicality and with CG now, but
Right.
like you don't go into it being like, oh, well, that looks really cheesy. Like you could still watch it at now and be like, damn.
Right. Blair building the spaceship, I never knew. I never even realized he built a spaceship. Like, that's not something
So
I
was he
carried
like
away.
the thing the whole time though?
I don't know. We'd have to watch it again to see where he changed, because I don't think that he was the monster until after he was already out. Like, I feel like somebody got him and changed him. However, he had to have time to build the ship, and the stuff that he was shouting when he was destroying everything was a rant of somebody who basically makes it sound like the world is over and we have to all die to keep this thing from getting out. And he's trying to destroy the evidence so nobody can actually research it and find it. Like, he knows it's game over at that point. And so he lost it. He was trying to shoot them, and that was just him losing
but it's
it.
like, who could have had time to go out there? Like,
It's true.
who was
That's the only part where I'm like, the spaceship, like, it's weird. Like, was the alien building the spaceship? And obviously, yeah, because Blair was an alien, or was the thing. So he was trying to get off world again, in which case I believe it, because the alien is hyper intelligent, I'm assuming, as well. It just came in a spacecraft.
right.
Everything else is perfection. Perfect. Slimy, bloody, violent, bitey, sharp.
I'm trying to remember how they tried to figure out.
They don't burn the blood, that's for sure. And I can't
No,
remember
I
either.
know they did that. Yeah, that one is from this one.
I
The
honestly,
only
I don't
thing that I
remember.
can remember a little bit is that when it tries to replicate the people, that it can't do artificial things. So, like, if the people had, I think there was a scene where, like, because some people had caps on their teeth,
Sure.
and so it couldn't replicate that.
Yeah. That's what I do like about that version of the thing, or at least that story of the thing,
Yeah.
is that it's what would happen if this thing landed in another situation. But instead of it being a completely different situation where Predator went from Predator in the jungle to Predator in, Los Angeles,
Mhm.
this is like, well, what if it's another research station that's right down the road that is actually connected story-wise to the beginning of this movie? So it's creatively crafted together, but it's like, what would happen if the thing ended up at another station?
I don't remember there being like a spaceship, and
I don't remember if
I
maybe
don't-
they go and they pull
or,
it out, and
like,
then when they
pull
get
it
there,
out.
so
Like,
scientists
I
get there,
honestly
it's already
don't
there.
remember. I need to
Sure.
watch that movie again.
Sure, right? That's what's great about movies.
Because we did watch it just the one time.
Right.
I mean, as you know very well, it got me in certain parts, like when the freaking stomach opened. I'm like, oh my god!
Yeah.
And then, of course, the dog opening the mouth and everything like that. Like, ugh.
Overly violent,
Yeah.
overly grotesque, scary.
I was not expecting it to be that way.
Right.
For me, I thought I was gonna be like, oh, that looks gross. Like, he's forming into things. But like, yeah, that really got me. Like, if they did a house for the thing and they had that going, no, thank you.
The thing does lend itself very well to survival horror games, especially. It's one of the things I do like about like Dead Space. I feel like you're fighting the thing in Dead Space, just the way it replicates.
I don't think I
takes
could play
over.
that game because, like,
good
when
stuff,
watching
man.
you play
Yeah,
it,
it's
I
good
would be
stuff.
freaked out.
Yeah, it's great. So I think they are remastering it, but I wish there was that level of the thing. Now I know they did come out with the Thing game. And that was back in the 2000s. I think it was for the Xbox, maybe like PS2. But it ended up becoming, not as popular as I feel like it could be. I feel like if you crafted one now and put it out there, but more than likely it would just be like player versus player, and it's just going to be a small group on a map, which I guess. But man, I would love a campaign story of going through and not knowing who to trust. But that's just how we do it, or at least that's just how we typically game.
Like the game Among Us. You don't know really who to trust in the game until they take you out, or somebody sees you take you out.
But imagine in that, if you were able to take over somebody and now they were with you trying to kill everyone.
You take someone out like he took out Clark, even though he was a real person.
It happens.
That's crazy, because I honestly thought that he was gonna be one of them.
Yeah.
Because the way that he was just like, like he was very monotoned and very off-putting.
Sure.
And he was like talking about things. I'm like, oh, he probably was taken over, but he wasn't.
And he was an awkward guy, but at the same time, now you're getting me thinking Dr. Blair told him to watch Clark. So was Dr. Blair, if he was already transformed at that time, giving misdirection so that they would suspect somebody else?
Yeah, maybe.
And when he really wasn't the one. So right there, man, it's a whodunit. That's what I love about it.
The one with the Dr. Blair is the weird one. It's like, okay, when could there have been time for him to have been taken over?
Yeah.
I don't know, like, could it have been like when he was opening the thing? Like, it still could have gotten him in some point. I don't know. Yeah.
It is something that does lend itself to repeat.
Was he alone with the cadavers at that point?
She's still processing it.
I know. I'm like just trying to go back and figure out, like, okay, when could people have gotten infected with this parasite? And the way that the thing came out of people, it's very much like what parasites do now, because it reminded me, like with the tentacles and stuff, it reminded me of a video that I saw of where somebody, like, there was a dead tarantula, or like they killed the tarantula, and in the tarantula there was like this parasite that like they like just swarmed out, and I was just like, that is
like the worms that come out pouring out of them,
and they're just like, they come out and you're just like, oh my god.
It doesn't attack and fight until it absolutely has to. That's what they say in the movie, is that it'll be you, and it wants to be you. That's what Dr. Blair was shouting. They just want to be us. They want to hide, and it wants to be among you until it can take you all over. And it isn't going to fight back until the absolute moment that it has to. So when he was about to electrocute him again with the paddles, that's where he ended up, having to show. When the blood ended up getting burned, it, caused it to react. So it does its best to definitely hide amongst the shadows. And TK Carter.
I'm just thinking about the tentacles.
Yeah, dude. Knowles just like ran off into the darkness, and we don't know what happened to him. We just have to assume that he ended up dying, but he just kind of walked off through the tunnel, and we never saw what happened to him.
I assume that it probably got a hold of him too.
Sure. Yeah.
Just like absorbed, like it just like we saw it like absorbing people. I'm sure it just absorbed him too.
Right.
Or he just got blown up.
The special effects are definitely where this movie hangs its hat for sure. As you said, it holds up still when you're watching it. So
a little bit.
And the creative crafting of how they're going to make them look and function, like that's the thing that just blows my mind each time, where they are altering themselves almost in real time, where it goes from being one creature to a completely different creature, but you kind of get to see the physical metamorphosis on a practical level, and it's functional and moving, and the animatronics are on point all the way through the transformation. And for them to come up with those, it's brilliant, and it's beautifully crafted too as a villain, something you're afraid of. When that head turns into a freaking tarantula thing roaming around, it's brutal. It's brutal, and it's something you don't see very often. It
makes me wonder, like, even though it was like stretching out and have like these different things, and then even at the end where you could kind of see like the dog, it looks like even though it forms into other people, it still has remnants of other DNAs of things that it's that it's absorbed.
Well, you figure too when they said that it makes it like all the organs are there and it's perfect, that's a perfect specimen. You figure the brain is almost an exact replica, in which case you got memory, speech, you have all that capabilities.
That's true.
It's just overall your primary function is to replicate and destroy.
Yeah.
So yeah, The Thing, Vanessa, loved it. A+. But what do you guys think of The Thing? Let us know in the comments below. You can also like and subscribe.
And do the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Discord.
All the social networking gin twins, you know where they are. Kick into the party, fuel the party, keep the party going on our Patreon. You can also check out the full movie watch along on the Patreon. And we're going to have more spooktacular movie reactions coming this October. So be on the lookout for that. But thanks so much. And as always,
now it's time to say goodbye.
This party is over.
Bye.
Bye.